the Sedona takes her seat in the middle of the crowd. Holding her staff, she starts to sing the song of spirit. The women around her join in, calling forth the power through words and vibration. As the rhythm of the song heightens, the Sedona spirit is lifted from this realm into the unseen, a journey of seeking, of knowledge and transformation. People hold the old traditions, understood the power of voice, how energy is affected and can be shifted and changed through the vibration created by voice and specifically song. This knowledge has not been lost to us. It is still a part of many shamanic practices and shown through various scientific understanding. Music is the power of movement. We use music all the time to shift and alter the mind and our emotions. It is a combination of words, tone, and rhythms that blend together to create the right vibration for the right task. If you're feeling down, you can listen to something upbeat and energetic. Through this process, you start to feel your emotions and energy shift to that state. Our ancestors understood the power of vibration and music. And so do we, even if we don't consciously recognize it all the time. In my experience with Kari, the Norse god of voice, Norse magic is heavily rooted in the relationship with vibration of the voice. Even when creating bind runes, to awaken and set them requires the component of voice. It's not enough to just write them, to place them onto something. They need to know the purpose of their creation and direction of the task. They need to be awakened and filled with the power to do the task. Seder is a form of magic that is rooted in the spirit and spirit realm. It is the act of the Sedona going into a trance state to communicate with spirits. It can be done to gain knowledge, understanding, receive prophecy, or accomplish tasks through the spirit. The act of voice in Seder is to call the spirits in and to send the Sedona's spirit into their realm. The specific songs they used long ago were lost to us, so modern Seder has to rely on trial and error to discover the right combinations for themselves. For me, as Kari Sedona, this is linked with Galder. The tools of Seder, a practitioner, include a seat, a song, and a staff. Each holds a symbolic and a very real practical application. The seat puts them at the center of the vibration being created by those who are singing around them. It also creates a space of grounding or tethering the practitioner to the physical body and world. The song is the vibration that calls spirits into the space to the practitioner and allows the practitioner's spirit to disconnect from the body and travel in the spirit realm. The staff holds the spirit of the snake, the guide and the shape that allows the practitioner to move between the worlds. I'll be getting into snakes deeper, not in this video, but in the next. It is important to note here that there are many speculations on the role of all these tools. As I said, we have clues in historical writings, but not hard truths. What I state here is specifically from my work with Kari and how he has taught me these skills, and my work with Hela and how she has worked with me in Walking with the Dead, and then also some foundations that I did with the Morrigan. You will find other perspectives on this, and it does not mean they are wrong or that I am. We just have our own ways and understandings. Galder is the act of singing the runes. Some will say chanting, and many give the example of low vibration singing, very low tones. Several sources state that singing for magical purpose was done specifically by women and young youth because it was sung in high tones. This may also be why Seder was said to be a woman's practice. In our modern age, I see a lot more low tones being used that seem to match what we see in shows such as Vikings. Kari, however, has been specific with me on the singing in high tones. This could be because I'm a woman, but it could also be something with the practice itself. I think I'm going to leave that debate for others. Kari's form of Galdr requires 3 steps. First is bonding with each rune and experiencing their stories, knowing them. The second is learning how to bind with them. Bind them together, not just in written form, but also the order for the song. The third is finding the right rhythm and vibration for each song. In the end, what you have created is Galdr, the song to create and destroy, to call in and to banish. According to my guides, Galdr itself can be a powerful weapon, depending on how we choose to use it. In my experience, I understand that now. When they first said it, I didn't, but now I do. Because of this, some I will share, and others I'm not going to. Power isn't for dominance. It's about using it for the right purposes that benefit the clan, the community, the family. That's my perspective. When I first started looking into runes, I found a lot of conflicting information. It's because we do not have any definitive sources. All of it comes from someone else's perspective and gnosis as to what each rune means and the energy they hold. I researched many different views and meanings for each. My favorite is still the series by Arth Harger. He does a really great job, and all of them are on YouTube. In the end, though, I decided to let my own guides tell me the stories of each rune, what they mean, and how to use them. I did a special kind of rune journey, which gave them the space to pass on their stories. I have seen many similarities energy-wise in what my guides have given me and between all the variations I've found. But the depth and the story within them has been very specific to my path. With this in mind, I highly encourage adding this aspect into your own rune exploration. Give time and space for your guides to show you their interpretation and stories of the runes. If you're interested in what mine are, they're all within the Goddess book, and it's linked down below in the descriptions. Goddess, Sacred Words of Transformation. Voice and vibration matter. If you've not seen the studies done by Dr. Emoto on the power of vibration and words on water, I highly suggest you check it out. Again, numerous videos on YouTube about this. It really changes the understanding of words and the effect of vibration, giving us some really important concepts that directly relates to the spiritual and magical practices. It is clear that our voice and the vibration we use it in has great power. Perhaps it is even a core aspect of all magical practice. I'll let you be the judge on that one. For me and my work with Kari, runes, bind runes, Galdr, and Satyr all work together, each having their own roles, but interconnected in my practices. This will not be the same for everyone, and perhaps who is guiding us in our work has something to do with that. What I do know for sure, voice and vibration hold a unique key in magical practice. So what are your thoughts on all this? How do you use runes? How do you use your voice? I'd love to hear your own experiences and how these practices work for you. Have a great one.